Good Friday evening, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm Blue Ridge Silverhound, your host for the evening. And did you guys catch that little question I put at the beginning of the video? Did anyone notice the sale of 11 graded Eisenhower dollars on eBay on Monday for a monstrous hammer price of $24,000? And tonight we are going to discuss what is probably one of the most amazing Eisenhower sets I've seen. Now, this is an obvious registry set sale, which means someone actually took the time to accumulate and purchase every single perfect Proof 70 Eisenhower dollar. It was either purchased all separately or they were purchased raw and then sent for grading. I can only imagine how much in grading fees this individual coughed up to have these coins sent in. Can't be cheap, and I would imagine that this individual, this registry set owner, also sent multiple coins. So yeah, that was probably a nice high investment in itself. But we're going to go ahead and talk about this set right here. We're going to look at each individual coin as shown and described on the eBay listing. Again, this one sold on the 18th, which was Monday, and this one took me by surprise. And if you guys aren't checking out some of the listings on eBay, like going back and looking at sold completed auctions, this one right here, totally forgettable. Okay, I think the big thing about this particular collection is that it's Ike dollars. Okay, it's not the most beloved coin series. Yeah, you know, it's the same size as a Morgan or a Peace dollar, and you know, people love that attachment of the size to an Eisenhower dollar. But in terms of the proof coins, I mean, they're pretty, but realistically, there's not that many people that actually go out of their way to assemble this set. So, by the way, if you guys are curious what it takes, you know, deep pockets wise, your money wise, how much it costs to right out of the box get a top registry set, apparently it's $24,000, but that's the Eisenhower series. So let's go ahead and take a look at each coin individually. I cropped every single image of this set, and it's going to include both the clad and silver variants of the proof coins. So let's see here. Oh, by the way, in case you guys are interested, the PCGS price guide has a complete set of proof coinage. Let me see here. In Deep Cameo, it's pretty pricey. In Proof 69, they have $9,600. Okay, and it didn't show any price for Proof 70, so that's kind of interesting. Now I guess they could add in a value for a complete Proof 70 set, which would be great for once. But in this case, okay, so we have the 71S. That's represented here. Let's see. Yeah, 71S, and that's in the silver, I believe. Yeah, so you got the 71S Deep Cameo. All right, so that's the first coin on there. You go, and I'm just gonna name off all the silver ones first. Okay, and you're gonna see them in order on the actual video that you see here. So the 71S in Deep Cameo with a Type 1 reverse in Proof 70 is pretty pricey. And if you guys check it out, the actual per piece price is $2,200, I believe. So it's quite a bit of money to pay for each individual coin. For a set that I would say this is probably the peak amount of money that this thing is worth. I would be scared to own something like this, only because I know the price will go down on it in time. But let's see, just checking out all the silver variants. So you got the 71S, you got the 72S in deep cameo, you have the 73S and the 74S. Okay, these are all the silver variants that are included in this particular compilation. And then for the clad dates, you got the 73S, 74S, 77S, and the 78S. All right, and then you also have the bicentennial dates too, which, by the way, you know, you got the 76S in the Type 3. Okay, that's the reverse, and you also have the 76 silver. So that's all 11 pieces right there. First glance of each and every single coin. Okay, this set is absolutely stunning, and there is a huge price difference between a 69 and 70. Individual pieces drop down to hundreds of dollars as opposed to thousands in 69. Okay, then 69s are pretty plentiful. All right, so if you guys were looking to assemble a set, even assembling a full-proof 69 set of the Eisenhower dollars is a monumental task in itself. A few of the things that you will notice on this set that you know, kind of makes you wonder. There were a few coins. Okay, everything was graded deep cameo, by the way, but there were a few coins within this compilation that I felt like were a little bit weak in the cameo department. Most notably, the 71S clad actually looked pretty weak compared to a few of the other ones. Also the 73S, okay, I felt like didn't have quite the strongest cameo. Of course, it could very well be the lighting as well of this set, because originally all 11 coins were grouped together, and then a cluster shot of all of the coins were produced, and they can't kind of ran with it, but they did crop out each individual coin for this particular listing. But you know, as long as it says PCGS Proof 70D Cameo, it really doesn't need a whole lot better quality shots. Now, speculatively, okay, obviously if someone bought a registry set, they are going to put the registry set on PCGS's website and then name it whatever name they want to give it. If they want to give it the Joe Schmo, you know, Big Dog Collection or whatever it is, then they'll do that. And you know, it'll last for as long as that individual, you know, wants to keep it that way. My long-term kind of outlook on this type of set is I will see this thing going down in price. Okay, you know, it's not a classic set. It's still considered a modern set by all means, and because of how kind of you know, niche this particular set is in the marketplace, I feel like that the price has plateaued and it will drop in time. There's not going to be nearly as many collectors for a set like this in the future, and if you're looking to invest over $20,000 in Ike dollars, you know, either you have way too much money to spend, or you just really want to buy an out-of-the-box registry set, okay? As opposed to taking the time to actually assembling each individual piece for yourself. Now, personally, if we could think about all the other coins made in U.S. history, okay? I mean, obviously, there's other things that you could buy with $24,000. You could pay bills. You know, you could buy a new car. Things, you know, along those lines. But in terms of other coins that you could invest, you know, take a look at some of the gold. But buy one singular gold piece graded by PCGS, mint state, and you know, buy like a Charlotte gold, you know, something with low mintage, or one of those Dahlonega mint older pre-Civil War type coins. Those are a lot more interesting. If you wanted to go even more deeper and kind of you know, buy a coin that you know is going to have a ton of secondary market value, take a look at some of those early Federal age coins. Some of your draped bust, some of those flowing hair. These are coins that enhance in value over time. So, you know, or some of those key dates. You could buy a really nice 1909S Lincoln Cent VDB for around $10,000 and have a whole lot left over to buy some other stuff. You know, I'm talking mid-state 66, full red, you know. So, you know, this is an interesting set. And again, you know, it stood out like a sore thumb on the eBay listings. And again, you know, money, okay, to some people is no thing when it comes to something of this nature. It's not my personal favorite, I'm not going to lie. But, you know, to someone else out there, it is. The purest coin collecting investor in me says I would not touch this set for that kind of money when there's a whole host of various other coins and currency that you could spend that money on, let alone other things in our personal lives that, you know, make more sense. But anyways, I wanted to, you know, just kind of throw this this listing out there, kind of talk and piecemeal the coins. Certainly, you know, an acceptable, really nice high-grade set. There you go, $24,000. That is the most expensive dollar anything that someone has ever paid, you know. And again, you know, prepare to see it on the registry set compilation on PCGS's website here in the next probably 2 weeks. I would imagine it's going to show up eventually. Just compare the actual certification numbers to the coins on that registry, and then bing bang boom, there you go. You know, someone purchased a registry set for $24,000. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Would love to hear your comments. Tell me what you think about this monster of a set. Is it money well spent, or was it a waste? Okay, I know what probably 95% of you are going to say, but I would love to hear it, and so would everybody else. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and as always, the best way you can support my channel, hit that like button, and share, subscribe, and yeah, would love to hear your comments. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you for more videos. Take care.